Good morning. Good morning. Can we hear? I think we're good and we're live. Thank you for letting me be a little bit late this morning. Colton's going to get his temps card, so we had to get birth certificate, all those fancy things. So it's been a little bit of a morning. Plus, we're starting the adventures of our uh, summer travels. So we're trying to get everything in mind. So anyways, good morning. Good morning. Let me know if you're here and how your morning is going so far. Good morning, Miss Carmen. How has your morning been so far on this Wednesday? I am super excited that today's word is design. If you guys didn't know that, we're on day 30, but we've definitely been here more than 30 days because we've doubled up some days. But um, yeah, it's been fun. Um, I feel like I've been up for hours. I feel like I didn't even sleep last night. I've got something going on with my eye. It's a little infected, so I'm a little just dealing with all the things, but no worries about any of that. And of course, my boys can hear me, so now I'm trying to be quiet because I don't want them giggling at me. I'm like, oh gosh, they can hear me talk. Um, so anyway, I do want to start off with our prayer of Jabez. Maybe we should do a thing on this, go through so we know exactly what we're praying for and why we're praying for it. But definitely we need some miracles up in here, right? We are actually live on my public page on YouTube somewhere. I don't really know where, but I just know that I'm live on my YouTube somewhere. And then we are back live in our place. It's called The Place, um, which is super cool. I'm super excited that we are live in The Place. Um, and I do want to, um, I'm going to be changing some things around. I met with one of my business coaches yesterday, and I have some amazing things coming up. We have some amazing things lined up for you girls. We're going to be reigniting, I know we've chatted about this, reigniting our identity and who we are. We're going to be opening and awakening that inner warrior that's within us and who God has created us to be. Some crazy um, things are shifting in the world, as we know, and there's some just things that are happening and shifting in the world, and some things happened yesterday, and um, I don't watch the news, which is crazy. Oh, you're going to Arizona. Oh, the airport is packed. We had to go through explosive detection with the dogs. Never had to do that before. Oh my word. Did with your dogs or with like the dogs in the airport? They thought that y'all had some explosions, explosives. Man, y'all must be. Hey, you know what? You are on fire. Maybe we are igniting your your identity. They're like, dang, that girl's getting lit. That is too funny. Um, we are igniting that inner warrior in you, aren't we? Oh my word. Yeah. Well, you're going to Arizona. I love that. Bomb sniffing dogs. Oh, I tell you, there's some things going on in the world right now. One of my favorite pastors stepped down yesterday, and I'm so taken back by it. And I'm like, I reached out to one of my mentors and I'm like, I need you to walk me through this because it's so stupid, silly that I'm just like, it's something that he did and has repented for and has even talked about from stage. Like his wife's already known about it. Like it's stupid. I mean, it's not stupid that what he did. Of course, like we all commit sin and we talk about this and we repent about it. And he had to he stepped down from it because of it yesterday. And so I'm just like, what is happening? Like the enemy is so fierce right now. Like I'm like mad about it. I'm like not mad, but I'm just like not. I'm like this is stupid stuff. It's stupid stuff. So anyway, let's get some miracles happening today. How about that? So we're going to pray. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, "Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge our territory and enlarge my territory, that your blessing." Hold on, I'm going to back this train up. Let's start over. And I'm going to put your name in it. So you did, Carmen. I'm going to tell you about that here in a second. Tell you more. And Katie, so put your name in, called on the God of Israel, saying, "Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain." So God granted her what she requested. Okay, so what I was saying is what Carmen's saying is Pastor Robert Morris, who is one of the best. I'm just going to say it. Everybody's going to have their opinions, and I'm cool with that, but I'm just going to tell you what I know. And I'm a very, 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 like, I pay attention to all kinds of detail. I'm a words girl. I pay attention to it. It took me a long time to walk through faith. It took me a long time to find my faith, and all the things. And I pay attention to everything that any pastor says, anybody says. And so I can tell you that Pastor Robert is amazing, and he's very honest and um, does it all. And yesterday he stepped down, and he stepped down because he's admitted it before, but basically he kissed and it said fondled, whatever fondling means. I don't know when you're, 35 years ago. The man's in his 60s now. And I'm not saying that that's right. Not so don't hear me say that that's right. And she was young, and again, I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that this was 35 years ago. He's repented for it. His wife knows about it, like all the things. He's asked for forgiveness, all these things. I don't know all the full details of it, but why 35 years later, we're talking about this again? We're bringing it up. This man has changed. He literally has he has 9 campuses. He has over 100,000 people that he's mentoring every week. This is not something that he's never talked about. This is not something that's new. What is happening? And then supposedly, now I don't follow Tony Evans, but I've heard of Tony Evans, so don't be like, Tony Evans, how do you not know about Tony Evans? But again, I'm still a baby in my walk with my faith, but I know what Pastor Morris has done for me. On the same step, Tony Evans, who's another supposedly amazing pastor, mentor for many others in Texas, in Dallas area too, which God bless Texas. On Sunday, same thing, had to step down for some type of sin. I don't know what that looked like. On the same day, I'm like, what is happening? As we know, the battle is not against flesh and blood, it's against powers and principalities. Just saying. So it's very strange to me what's going on. Anyway, so I'm just trying to just keeping an open mind, but definitely exploring things. So all that to say, let's get into today's word of designed, because we are designed, right? And as we know, we are on a big mission to talk about igniting ourselves and figuring out what we are designed for, right? So our author today talks about, have you ever admired someone else's gifts or personality so much that you started to emulate them? I mean, I think we can definitely all say yes to that, right? Like, look at our kids nowadays and look at social media, right? Look at TikTok, or have you ever overlooked all of the amazing qualities that you were born? Oh, here I go with my yawning. So sorry. Or have you ever overlooked all the amazing qualities that you were born to maximize because you were comparing yourself to someone else? I mean, I think we can all say yes to that, right? Know this, there is no one else designed like you. You're designed with distinction. Originality isn't something that you strive for, it's something that you stand for. Nothing about you is an accident. Everything is intentional. Scripture tells us that God has given us all different gifts for doing certain things well, that we've been interestingly woven together by Him, and that we all have different parts to play in His divine plan. So, this kind of goes along with yesterday. So, I want you girls to tell me that are on here or that can, what would you say are some of your gifts? I want to hear, like, what are your special gifts that you know, or you hear people say, like, Carmen, your gifts, you are so good at fill in the blank. What would you say you're good at? I can tell you I am not good at what's something that I'm not good at? You don't want me to cook. Not that I'm not good at cooking, but you don't want me to cook. You don't want me to. You're good at cleaning, Carmen? Okay, I like it. You're good at baking, Carmen. You're like the girl that I need in my life. I like it because I was gonna say, you don't want me to clean or bake. And then you're like, I'm good at cleaning and baking. Ugh. I think those are just things that like I avoid. I love it. You and Mama Mel are good at that then. Cleaning and baking. I love it. What else are you? You're OCD about cleaning. So is my mom. And I think that's why I'm like, I don't want to do it. Because I grew up in a house where like the vacuum marks had to be in the living room. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that is too funny. That is so funny. I remember those marks. Now what, okay, so God says God's will for you isn't to be a robot for Him or a clone of someone else. While every believer, see, this is what happens when we have summertime and the boys are still home. Every believer carries the same purpose to glorify God. The way that God accomplishes that purpose depends on your unique design. He designs you for the destiny that only you can open the door to. When you aren't embracing your you-ness because you're comparing yourself to others, then you are missing out on opportunities for purpose. Rather than looking to others to discover what you were created for, look at your creator. Let's read that again. Tammy says, I'm good helping people and not good at cooking. I love that, Tammy. Yeah. I'd rather help people than cook. I'm the one like, let me sit on the couch and talk to people and help people, and somebody cook for us and just bring us food, and I'll continue to talk to people. Oh, okay. So I'm going to read that again. When you aren't embracing your you-ness because you're comparing yourself to others, you are missing out on opportunities for purpose. Rather than looking to others to discover what you were created for, look to your creator. He knows exactly why you are here and what he wants to accomplish through you. You don't have to work to become someone else. You simply Accept, appreciate, and amplify who you are. Okay, so in where I love is in Romans, and where she goes today in Romans 12:2, it says, you don't copy the behavior and custom of the world, which is what exactly we do, really. Because we look at even as kids, like I think of my boys, as even as kids, they're like, oh, well, I can do that. If he can do that, I can do that too, because something might look fun. Like I look at like the new thing. I don't know if you all do this, but like um, the new thing right now, like as far as activities go, is pickleball in the world. I don't know if you guys, I mean, it's not new, but it's a newer activity. And so in our neighborhood, all of these people want to play pickleball, right? And so we have, oh my gosh, it's like crazy trying to get a pickleball court in our neighborhood, right? Well, everybody wants to play pickleball. And so now it's like the new thing where my boys are like, oh, we have to get new pickleball, paddles, or, oh, mom, we got to get a bag and we got to get balls. And like, oh, and they're all talking about it. It's like the new thing or whatever. So like, whatever it is, like, it's always like, or if it's like, remember like when you were in school, like, oh, my boys, like new shoes or the newest, design of this or whatever it is, like, or, pick a thing. Whatever, if like the new summer book, whatever it is, or the new, the bag, or, a new purse, or like the new car, or the new, I don't know, headphones, or whatever, it's, it's like we're always wanting to, I'm about to sneeze, hold on. Excuse me. Um, we're always customizing to the world, and we are so customized to the world, more so than we even can imagine. And so as I develop my um, my ignite my ignite your identity program for your purpose and your passion, and learn and teaching you guys how to learn who God created you to be, really, and finding out who that inner warrior is inside of you. My biggest, my biggest purpose for what I'm building and creating for you women is for you girls to learn what and who, what those gifts are, and really figure out who God created you to be. Because when our kids are gone and grown, and we look up and we're like, I don't even know who I am. We look in the mirror, one like after our kids are grown, and or not even really grown, like, they don't really need us anymore. And we look up and we're like, I've just I've just lost myself. I don't even know who I am. Like, how did I wake up and one day I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know what am I doing? And I know, Carmen, it's so true. I mean, it's all of us. And we look around and we're like, I don't even know. Like, what am I going to do with the second half of my life? Like, I don't want to be basically put on autopilot and not know what I'm going to do, or not just continue to live for others. And it's not that we don't want to live for others, but just only do for others and not do for ourselves. Like, if I want to go for a walk, I want to go for a walk. If I want to, that's what I tell women all the time is, go do what you enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, guess what? You don't have to do it. That's going to be the best part. If you enjoy baking, then go bake. If you don't like to bake, then don't. Bye. Bye, Coco. If you do enjoy baking and you want to do those things, like finding your gifts and using them, loving what you do, and doing it to the nth degree so that it brings you joy. Bye, babe. Love you. So that it brings you joy and comfort, And so it's in Romans 12:2, where it says, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. And by changing the way you think is going to be learning who you are. Because for so long, what we do is we grow up and we think the way our parents make us think, right? We think because we're like, oh, you know, we we followed our parents' rules and then we graduated, right? And then either bye babe, love you. We either went to school and then we got married, and then we followed our husband's rules, or maybe not. And then we had our kids, right? And then we kind of shuffled them through life. And then we wake up and we're like, I don't even know how to think because I kind of went through this conveyor belt of life. And now I can, like my boys are gone now and like they just kind of left. It's kind of funny how it all happened. And you're like, I have this time where I can actually think for myself, but I don't even know what I want to think. And you sit there and you're just like, wow, I can think for myself, but I don't even know what I want to think. And so we start to explore, what is it that I love? What is it that I don't love? And actually, what I've been doing, some of the things is it's like, I don't actually like those things. I don't actually, some of the things is like, I don't even like those people, or I don't even like those things that I've been doing, or I don't even like, you know, who knows? It could be anything, you know? So it's then you will learn to know God's will for you, right? You're going to learn to know yourself more, which is then going to learn why and who God created you to be, which is going to be the good and the pleasing and perfect for God. And you're going to know, like, wow, it's all going to make such perfect sense. And so that's what I'm super excited for. Actually, that's why I met, when I met with my coach yesterday. So this all makes perfect sense, is that I'm so fired up to teach girls, or I say girls, to teach women, finding out who they are and why and how they are set apart. Because we are amazing and we are all created so similar, but so different and so unique. And that's the best part. You don't have to, we are so similar, but we're so different. And that is so freaking cool because I don't want to be you and you don't want to be me. And that's the best part. Don't be me and I don't be you. Because the things that you have are the gaps that I need, but I don't want your gaps and you don't want mine, but I need you to fill mine and you need me to fill yours. And that's what completes everything. So awesome and amazing. So anyway, ladies, go be amazing. Thank you for allowing me to be several minutes late today. I hope you guys have a blessed day on this hump day. Go be awesome. Go bless people. Go bless yourselves, and go be unique and go be uniquely designed. And I will see you tomorrow on day 31. Love you, ladies. Bye-bye.